I think it's time. We're gonna get right into it. You're gonna be going on a Christmas quest. Okay.
Ooh.
This is where the music cues in. Okay. So, Mike, this year, I could only describe this game as um, there is no definitive ending. It is
Okay.
all going to be a result of how you get through this game on how well you did. Okay. We'll determine that
Oh.
at the end as we kind of go along. Okay. So the name of this game is called The Christmas Chronicles, a Yuletide multiverse adventure.
Oh.
Okay. Here we go, Mike. Here we go. So strap in, get your Santa hat on, your knowledge cap,
Mhm.
if you will, because
All
it is
right.
time. All right. You, Mike Burlow, have received a mysterious package that has shown up on your porch. It's a small rectangular box that has a mysterious green and red glow to it.
Ooh.
As you approach the box, it grows in color and emits a very quiet jingling noise. The
Huh.
closer you get, the colors and noise amplify louder and brighter. As you get within inches of the box, even the sky is beginning to turn white and the jingling sound is blaring. Mike, it is here you must make your first choice.
Oh.
Do you A, open the box, or B, turn around and walk away?
I mean, it'd be kind of boring if I just walk away, right?
Yeah.
Great game, Burley. There was a
And there it
bomb in
is.
there.
There it is. The
You got
Christmas.
it. Open that stuff up. Let's go for it, man.
As you open the box, a small watch appears. It blinks repeatedly and forced itself onto your wrist.
Oh.
As the watch lands on your hand, you feel the most intense sense of Christmas spirit surge through your body. You scream primal sounds that resemble that of an abominable snowman. Suddenly, your hand lurches forward and a small toy soldier appears out of your watch and projects a screen directly in front of you. Hello, Michael. We hope our device has found you well. We are in need of the best IT guy in all of the world. After looking through our databases and finding a lot of denials for help, we have landed on you. Somehow, last night, while checking over the final naughty and nice list, our computer system went down. The Christmas alarm sounded, and now everything is destroyed.
Oh no.
Our software is so powerful that we are able to see every child in the world within one single night. Can you imagine the CPU power we possess?
Hmm.
But something happened, Michael. The outage seemed to open up some sort of Christmas multiverse. Christmas pop culture movies, Christmas lore, and traditions are all at risk of being changed forever. All of our Christmas secrets are in risk of being exposed and ruining Christmas for all the next generations. We need you to complete these missions and meet us at the North Pole as quick as possible. On your way, your watch will take you to our Christmas threats. You need to close these popular Christmas timelines and keep them where they belong. However, there are grave consequences for your actions. Get the
Hmm.
questions right, and everything returns to normal. Get the questions wrong, and Christmas lore might be changed forever. Please help us, Mike. Keep Christmas pure. Don't ruin it forever. Do you accept this mission? You're the only man for the job. So, Mike, are you going to say A, let's do it, or B, nah, I'm good. Screw Christmas?
Again, this will be a very quick game, and probably my wrist will explode if I say no. So let's go on the adventure, Scotty. A.
Okay, so Mike, we're going to be going through all different worlds and timelines. Picture the MCU meets Christmas. Okay,
Hmm.
you have to, as I stated before, get these questions right. Otherwise, things happen. At the end of the game, we will see how great you saved Christmas. Everything's intact, or what is damaged from Christmas
Hmm.
forever and ever and ever. Okay,
All right.
here we go. The first. Okay, you're engulfed in snow and slid away. The snow blinds you, your vision, you're cold. You spin and fly for what seems like hours. Finally, the snow squall you're in takes you into a Rankin and Bass style landscape. Through the clouds, you see a red glow coming closer and closer. It's Rudolph.
Hmm.
The eight reindeer land right in front of you. They're praising Rudolph for his guidance. They're accepting his differences. Finally, Rudolph fits in. He's no longer laughed at. However, your watch suddenly goes off. Santa is about to look at Rudolph's nose to find a white powder coating his nostrils. Turns out Rudolph's nose never glowed. He was wickedly addicted to cocaine, causing his nose to glow. Okay. Bright red. Exposing Rudolph will ruin this lore for children all around the world. Drugs are strictly forbidden by Santa and against the Christmas code. You must answer this question to keep Rudolph safe and for him to remain a childhood legend.
Okay.
Okay. If you get the answer correct, he stays in lore forever. If you get it wrong, Rudolph is exposed as a coke addict. Children are exposed to drug use from an early age. He is sent to animal rehab where he fails miserably. He is caught and must be put down by Santa himself.
Wow. That's deep.
So what are you feeling? You got whisked away into almost a reindeer topic, which is part of Christmas, as you know. How are you feeling now? You've been swept away. Your watch is beeping, giving you clues. This is the first of a level that you have no clue what's going to happen.
I mean, I'm really digging this festive adventure. I'm not really sure who is in this timeline that's asking me these random questions that are going to screw up everything.
Well, Mike, there has to be a way to get through these levels, as is part of the game. We don't need to. There's no Kang
No,
to
I want the
conquer.
full story. Who is
Well,
this person?
maybe next year. Maybe next year. Maybe it evolves. Okay. All right, Mike. We might start off relatively more on the easy side here, but the question is, what profession does Rudolph's good friend Hermie want to pursue? What profession?
Dentist.
Dentistry. That is correct, Mike.
Woo!
Rudolph is safe. He will still be the red-nosed reindeer. He might have a raging coke addict, but no one under the age or anybody that's been to the North Pole here will ever know the true secret of Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. Hermie wanted to be a dentist in the land of misfit toys. Your watch beeps profusely. In comes the snow cloud. Whirling, turning, spinning, you are whisked away violently. You're dropped onto a hardwood floor. You hear banging, chatter, Christmas songs, the smell of hot cocoa. It's Santa's workshop, Mike. It's Santa's workshop. The elves are hard at work, boxing and bagging toys for Santa's journey. The excitement is amazing. Christmas is about to be as magic as always. Suddenly, your watch beeps with a headline that reads, after massive investigation, elves turn out to be little people and children enslaved to make toys for no pay.
Oh, I went to China. Nice.
So, Mike, if correct, children receive toys for the rest of the time and Christmas continues on forever. If incorrect, if this is exposed, children all over the world lose their belief in Santa's workshop, toy production is ceased forever, and Santa is arrested and sentenced to life in prison.
Oh, man.
Mike, in the movie Elf, who was originally supposed to be cast as Buddy the Elf? In the movie Elf, who was originally supposed to be cast as Buddy the Elf?
Do I get choices in this? Or
Oh, no, you get no choices.
No choices.
Not on this particular one. Nope. I think if you think about this and kind of piece it together, you might get this one. There's a lot on the line here.
I know.
Toy production ceased forever,
Yeah.
Mike.
That's why I wish Santa would have gave me some choices in this matter.
Santa's not in control of this game, pal. So, the only hint I will give you, think about a guy that would probably play a pretty good kooky elf character.
I'm going to go with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, he says. Mike, Jim Carrey is correct. The original script was apparently pitched to Jim Carrey several times, well before the movie was ever even in production. And he turned it down because he had kind of done The Grinch in that time. And he was kind of also going through like, I'm an artist. I'm not a comedy. Like he thought it was a little below him, if you will. But Mike, you have saved two big parts of Christmas. You have saved Santa's workshop. You have saved the belief in reindeer. This is probably going to get so much easier as
Oh, I'm sure.
the thing goes. Okay. Uh-oh.
What?
The
What's
snow
that?
once again rips into the picture. You're carried away to a far off land. You're spinning. You land on a couch. Okay.
Ooh.
In the room, there's a beautifully lit tree, presents under it. You look around and see families that appear from different periods of time, but all in the same house. You see them, but they cannot see you. They are gathered around on Christmas to watch a Christmas movie, Mike. A
Ooh.
tradition that goes with Christmas, right? Watching holiday movies is a big part of the Christmas tradition. Okay. One family appears to be watching A Christmas Carol. Another family is watching It's a Wonderful Life. And finally, another family is about to watch A Christmas Story. Okay.
Ooh.
Three Christmas classics.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, I'm in. I'm in this nice, cozy house. Uh
Couch.
oh. Your watch beeps repeatedly. Michael, do not let these Christmas classics be ruined forever.
Oh
Each
no.
of these families is watching a classic movie, and a climactic moment is about to happen. You must get the question about these movies correct, or they may never become Christmas lore. In fact, they may go on to scar generations. Okay. So, based on your choices, that Christmas movie now ends or changes the way
Ooh.
this happened. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So, Mike, we're going to start with the Christmas Carol. Okay.
Okay.
As you know, many, many, many renditions of A Christmas Carol have been done. Okay.
Obviously.
Is if you can get this correct, it remains a holiday classic for all to interpret and have their favorite versions for years to come. Incorrect in all versions where they are visiting Tiny Tim's grave, he is dead and his crutch is stolen from him. Ruin the
Wow.
movie for children for a lifetime. Okay. So they don't go to where Scrooge turns. Tiny Tim is dead. Credits roll.
Damn.
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to give you 5 renditions of A Christmas Carol. Okay.
Okay.
You need to put them in chronological order. Which one
Oof.
came out first? Which one all the way to last? Okay. I'm going to give
Gotcha.
you the 5 first, and then we'll talk our way through it and see how you do. Okay. Number 1 is a Bugs Bunny Christmas Carol. Bugs
Oh.
Bunny's Christmas Carol. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is Robert Zemeckis' A Christmas Carol, starring Jim Carrey. Okay, the animated version with Jim Carrey. Okay. Number 3 is Mickey's Christmas Carol. Mickey's Christmas Carol, a favorite amongst the Brennan
All right.
house here.
Yep.
Number 4 is a Muppet Christmas Carol, one of the all-time
Oh.
best versions. And number 5 is Scrooge with Bill Murray. Okay,
Bill
number
Murray.
5
Gotcha.
is Bill Murray. Okay, so just to review, Bugs Bunny,
Hmm.
the Jim Carrey version, Mickey's Christmas Carol, Muppet Christmas Carol, and Scrooged. Okay.
All right.
So how you want to go about putting them in order is up to you. As you want me to just say one and then you put it somewhere, that's up to you. Or if you think you kind of know the order, go with it.
Okay. Okay. Uh, let's put one, the earliest, as the Bugs Bunny one. Write that down.
Okay.
Okay. So
So left you
the
have Mickey, Scrooge, Muppets, and Jim Carrey. We'll just call it Jim Carrey version.
okay, Jim Carrey one. Let's put that at 5 at the end.
Okay. So you have 1 Bugs Bunny, 5 Jim Carrey. Now you have Mickey, Scrooge, and the Muppets to figure out.
Okay. Let's do Mickey at 2, and then it's down to the Muppets
You have
and
Scrooged with Bill
yeah.
Murray or the Muppets Christmas Carol.
I'm gonna do 3 Scrooge, 4 Muppets. Yeah, so
Okay,
just
so
to
just
say it
going
out
backwards, you
loud.
got Bugs Bunny,
Mm-hmm.
Mickey, Scrooge, the Muppets, Jim Carrey.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
I think I'll go with that.
Number one, Mike, in 1979, Bugs Bunny's Christmas Carol.
All right.
Nailed it. Number 1, nailed it. Okay.
All right.
Number two, in 1983, Mickey's Christmas Carol.
All right.
Nailed it. Number 3, in 1988, Bill Murray starred in Scrooged.
All right.
Nailed it. Number 4, in 1992, The Muppet Christmas Carol came out. Nailed it. And Mike, In 2009, Robert Zemeckis' A Christmas Carol with Jim Carrey came out. Absolutely stunning work,
Woo!
Mike.
Woo!
The North Pole is so proud of you right now. Tiny Tim lives on. He doesn't die in a tragic, horrific scene. Okay.
Sadly, after the movie, he went out in the streets and got ran over. That's in the sequel we don't
That's the
talk
sequel.
about.
That's the sequel. All right, Mike, you saved one classic Christmas movie. Can you save two more? Okay.
Let's see if I can do it.
You look at the next film, and on comes A Christmas Story.
Mm,
One of my personal favorites, maybe my personal favorite.
classic. Yeah.
Okay. The family is at the scene where Ralphie's playing with his BB gun.
Mm-hmm.
He shoots the gun and it ricochets into his eye. You're familiar with this scene, correct?
Quite so.
Okay. In the movie, he kind of wipes it off. It hits his glasses. However, if you get this question wrong, Ralphie literally shoots his eye out and horrifies kids for time for time to come.
I'm sorry. That's the most awesome ending. I say D, none of the above. Next question.
I was having a good time writing this one.
Yeah. All right.
All right, Mike. Here we go. To save Ralphie from horrifying kids with a open skull wound on Christmas, running into his mother saying, I actually shot my eye out, erasing all the charm of the movie prior to that scene. Okay. What grade did Ralphie's school teacher give him on his theme about the Red Ryder BB gun? If you remember, he handed in his theme. He expected, he had a daydream, A plus, A plus, 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 plus on the board. What did he actually get?
If I recall, as he looked at the grade and looked up at his teacher, laughing as the Wicked Witch, and then eventually his mom coming in as a gesture, he got a C plus.
Mike, not only did you get the grade, you got the plus attached to it. I was going to give you, if you took the C, Mike, you just saved Ralphie from shooting his face off, okay? Because you're not just getting the eye. There is all sorts of exit wounds and other battle scars.
Like the movie goes into his surgeries and like every Christmas he's in a rocking chair in the corner and he's, are you okay, man? You don't bring up the bunny. Don't bring up the bunny.
A Christmas story would be a whole different ball game. Mike, you are on fire. Okay, on fire. Which brings us to our third movie. One of my favorites would be on the Mount Rushmore of Christmas movies. It's a Wonderful Life. It reminds me of my dad. He watched it every time we were young. I watched it recently. I still like to think about how it was shot back then, and it's really wonderfully shot. And okay. Finally, the third screen comes on. It's a Wonderful Life begins. We arrive at the scene where George Bailey leans over the rail to jump off the bridge and ponders jumping. Your watch goes off. Mike, if you don't close this loop, George Bailey will jump and die. He will never realize it's a wonderful life. He will never go on a journey with Clarence. He just dies, making it one of the most depressing movies of all time. Mr. Potter takes over the town. Mary becomes an old maid. The end. Okay? Mike, It's a Wonderful Life was made in 1946. Okay. Which of these four items was the most popular Christmas gift in 1946? Okay.
Okay.
Is it A, Monopoly, B, the Slinky, C, the hula hoop, or D, the Etch-a-Sketch? Again, that is Monopoly, Slinky, hula hoop, Etch-a-Sketch.
Well, I'd like to start by saying thank God it's not a trivia question about the movie because I'm not even sure if I ever seen the movie in my life.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. I've seen scenes and all that, but I don't think I've sat down start to finish.
Wow.
And the whole thing.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised. You should watch it. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Maybe next Christmas episode you can tell us.
Sounds
God,
good.
I watched It's a Wonderful Life and
Perlu, it's May. Why the hell are you telling me this?
I was gonna say in the 100-degree weather in August, it just didn't.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. Monopoly, Slinky, hula hoop, or Etch-a-Sketch. Again, 1946.
Yeah.
For those of you listening, Mike is actually real. This is the most I've seen him think in this game.
Yeah, this is the most I think, period.
As the game has escalated and started to begin to sweat a little bit, Mike, you talk us through your thinking also if you
Yeah.
don't have an answer yet.
I don't think it was Monopoly. That seems like it came out later or would have been popular in its inception.
Okay.
I want to say hula hoops were later as well, as like now I'm thinking it out.
Okay.
So I'm between Slinky and what?
Etch a sketch. You know Etch a
20.
Sketch, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay.
had one.
Okay. I had one, damn it.
Don't you question me
I
about
know
Etch a
Etch a,
Sketches, all
I
right?
know Etch a Sketch.
Don't, I mean, seriously, don't question me about It's a Wonderful Life because I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you ask me about Etch a Sketch, we're going to town right now.
Okay. So for
I
the
like
audience, you're between hula hoop and slinky. Is that what you're?
no Slinky and Etch a Sketch is the
Okay.
two. I'm
Okay.
in between. If I had to really think of like something that would be like somebody go, wow, look at this, whatever, when it comes to 46, I don't think Slinkies would be the oh my God kind of toy. So I'm going to take a gamble on saying Etch a Sketches were in 46. I'm not really sure, but that just thinking it out loud, that's the only thing I can come to common sense. I'm going with D, Etch a Sketch.
All right, Mike. So you were correct. Monopoly, what I found fascinating, came out in 1935.
What?
Monopoly was the oldest one in this list. Okay.
Wow.
The hula hoop, Mike, you were right, came out in 1950. Not far after 46, but it was the most
Mm-hmm.
popular gift of 1950. Now, the Etch a Sketch was the most popular gift in 1960.
Ah.
The Slinky, right after World War II, blew people's minds apart in 1946. Mike, it might be okay for you because you've never seen the movie, but
I don't know why everybody's crying, you know.
unfortunately, George Bailey never goes back to his family. He jumps off a bridge, and we have our first victim of Burley Saves Christmas or Ruins Christmas, however you want this game to go. Okay. It's all right, Mike. I wouldn't let it. You're doing pretty damn good. You're doing
We
pretty
still
damn
got
good.
two classics. I'd be like,
Yeah.
shut up.
Yeah, all the critics that are killing you right now. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Yet again, the snowy squall brings you to an unknown place. Tumbling, fumbling, stumbling, you land in a bed. Also, this might be my favorite round of the game. Just okay. You look around. It's a beautiful bed. There's a fire burning, Christmas decor strewn about, soft music spinning from the record player, the smell of pine and spruce, some warm milk and half-eaten cookies on the nightstand. You look at the clock. It's December 24th, 11 p.m. Suddenly, the bathroom door opens. An older lady with small glasses appears, dressed in a satin red bustier with high white knee-high stockings. Oh my God, it's Mrs. Claus.
Ooh.
She hops on the bed and straddles you and says, "Come on, baby, let me see your Yule log while the big man's at work." Your watch beeps immediately. Michael, Mrs. Claus is trying to cheat on Santa the one night of the year he's away. Don't do it, Michael. The world cannot know that Mrs. Claus is not Santa's right hand gal. This will shatter the family of the North Pole,
Yeah.
possibly even ruin Christmas. Answer the question, Michael. Close this timeline. Do not fall for her seduction.
Side note, if I had time, my contribution tonight would have been an erotic fan fiction of Santa
Oh,
for the show, but
okay, okay.
didn't
But
have
that
time.
that if you had time leads me to
Yeah.
believe you didn't contribute.
I'm no.
Correct.
I'm
Yes,
not a
you.
giver. I mean, it's only Christmas.
So Mike, sexy Mrs. Claus, you're straddled to. She's on top of you, ready to just jump those sweaty burloo bones. Okay. Now, the first appearance of Mrs. Claus in pop culture history is traced back to 1849 short story, A Christmas Legend. It was published in the Yale Literary Magazine. It introduced the character of Mrs. Claus, portraying her as a plump and kind woman who plays a role in Christmas celebrations. Michael, we have a list of 6 inventions. Okay. You have to name three things that were created before 1849, and you have to name three things that came after 1849. Get this right, Mrs. Claus remains the wholesome lady that children love. Get this wrong, and that's right, Mike. You sleep with Mrs. Claus.
Mm-hmm.
The family is exposed, shattering Christmas lore forever.
Mm.
Okay. Uh,
Okay, so Slinky, Monopoly, and the Etch a Sketch are after. Got it.
So here are the following inventions. I will name them first,
Mhm.
okay, and then we'll go through each one, and you'll tell me before or after. Okay.
Gotcha.
The first photography device, aka a camera, it wasn't quite a camera, okay, but it did take the first like photos. Okay. Dynamite, dynamite. The X-ray,
Okay.
the steam locomotive, the telegraph, and the telephone. Okay. So, Mike, your pivot point is 1849. Okay.
All right.
These items come before or after. So I'm going to go just name one at a time. You tell me what you think.
Okay.
The first photography device, Mike, the first thing that was able to capture a picture.
Uh, I am going to say before.
Mike, first photography device was 1839. You are correct.
All right. All right.
Okay. Next, we're going to go dynamite. Dynamite. As you know, it's used to blow things up.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
like. I'm glad you informed me of
Yes,
that.
yes,
Yes,
yes. I got to keep the audience,
yeah.
as the
It's like
host.
a spelling bee. How would you use dynamite? You would blow things up with
As the
dynamite.
host, you got to keep the guests,
Yeah.
informed.
Yeah.
Okay, dynamite.
Dynamite. I feel like that's an after.
Mike, well done. I thought that was going to be one of the tough ones because
It
dynamite,
was.
your picture forever has been around, right?
Mhm.
Okay, 1867, dynamite was first invented. Okay,
Okay.
Mike, you're
Okay.
2 for 6. You're 333. You're 33% there. I was thinking
Okay.
baseball terms. Three. Okay. The
So
X-ray.
I just gotta get 4 out of 6, you're saying.
Nope. You gotta get them all.
Oh, I gotta get them all. Oh,
You
done.
gotta get them all. Don't.
Oh.
You're not. Mrs. Claus isn't getting off of you that easy. Okay. The X-ray. X-ray. Looking at them bones, Spike.
Hmm.
As Mrs. Claus is eyeing up your bone.
Yeah. After.
Mike, that is correct. X-ray, 1895,
All
close
right.
to 1900. Several years later. Mike, you're down to 3. You get these 3 right. Mrs. Claus is not a ho ho ho. She is a wholesome woman. Okay. The steam locomotive. The steam locomotive. Choo choo, baby. Choo choo.
All right. So I've had, just to confirm so far, I've had 2 afters and 1 before.
Correct. You have first photography device as your before. You have dynamite and X-ray as your afters.
Can I hear the last 3?
Of course you can. The steam locomotive, the telegraph, and the telephone.
Okay. I'm going to say before for the train.
Mike, you are 2 steps away from saving Mrs. Claus from a just global embarrassment. The whole structure, the whole corporation of Christmas would fall. Okay. You are
Mhm.
right there. You have 2 devices left, or 2 inventions, the telephone and the telegraph. Okay. So at this point, one came before, one came after.
I'm going to say the telegraph before, the telephone after.
Mike, the Telegraph, 1837. The Telephone by Alexander Graham Bell, 1876. You closed another timeline
Oh,
in this multiverse. You could see there was different, I don't know what Marvel calls them, things spreading. You closed that line. It is back. Mrs. Claus is safe. So is Santa for that matter. Mike, well done. You've only slipped once. Um,
Yeah,
and
but I
carry
didn't
on.
watch the movie, so
Yeah,
again,
no one
I'm
wants your
like,
excuses.
my Christmas is great. I don't know about you people.
No one wants your excuses. No, let's just carry on. Let's carry on.
Everybody loves my excuses.
Mike, snow squall spinning, transporting you, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Okay. You're in a new location again. You seem to be in the middle of a big corporation's board meeting. Okay. On the presentation board in front of you is the words our 2023 Christmas charitable donation plans. As
Ooh.
you know, Mike, charity is a huge part of the Christmas season.
Yep.
Um, it is kind of one of the Christmas traditions, right? People volunteer, keep people donate. Your watch beeps profusely. As you know, Mike, charity is a huge part of the Christmas season. Three of the biggest charities of every Christmas season happen to be St. Jude's, Toys
Mhm.
for Tots, and the Make a Wish Foundation.
All right.
Something on our timeline has gone terribly wrong. If you don't close these timelines, these charities will not receive donations. They will receive a terrible gift. Okay.
Mm.
Michael, you must get these right to keep the season of giving to the less fortunate alive. If you don't, disaster could ensue. Each
So
charity, uh,
you're saying they're getting the worst thing, so all three charities are going to get my snow melting machine. Is that
yeah,
correct?
yeah. It might be slightly worse. It might be slightly worse. Okay. Each charity is represented by a family feud style question, Mike. We have
Oh,
brought something back from Christmas past. Okay. You must get four of the answers that are on the board. Okay.
all
The
right.
four common answers. Okay. Or a disastrous donation is sent their way. Keep Christmas alive, Michael. Beep, beep, beep. Your watch goes off. Okay. I have this vision in my head of how this could be like, a very involved movie, game, etc. Okay.
Mm.
St. Jude. Okay. Get it right. Millions of dollars are donated to the cause. A children's cancer hospital.
Mm.
One of the best. Apparently, 100% of the proceeds go there. You get it wrong, Mike. COVID-19 is sent to St. Jude's Hospital.
Ah, that
Um,
doesn't work well with
n-
cancer.
no. Sick
No,
kids receiving COVID might
no.
not be the best answer.
Mm.
Okay, Mike, you got to get four that are on the board. Okay, and I
All
will
right.
tell you how many are on the board of the survey. You know how Family Feud works.
Yep.
100 people were surveyed. Name a place that's open on Christmas Day. Name a place that is open on Christmas Day.
Movie theater.
Mike, 8 people answered movie theater. Ding. That's one.
Okay. Chinese restaurant.
I would take it. It's under the category of fast food, McDonald's.
Mm.
I consider that that's what they were trying to say is some kind of Chinese restaurant. The third most popular answer. 19 people said this. Okay.
Church.
Oh no. Church. Not part of the list, Mike. Not
Okay.
part of the list. The other ones were Walmart or the grocery store. That was the most popular answer. The gas
Walmart's not
station.
open on Christmas.
I don't know. It says the grocery store or Walmart. I guess
Well,
people shop at
grocery store, I can
yeah.
somewhat understand.
Gas station. Someone said the Waffle House and Denny's, the airport, the hospital, and a hotel were the top answers on the board. Mike, COVID-19 has just been
No, I
shipped.
don't even get the three strikes. Like,
Oh,
dang.
no. You got to get four. You don't have any competition. It's just
Yeah,
you. So you have to
gotcha.
get four. Mike,
Yeah.
St. Jude's is going to be calling you possibly.
I didn't give him the COVID-19. It's not like I walked in there and be like, I just came here for Florida kiddies. Come over and get a hug.
All right. Well, we got to go to our second charity.
All right.
Toys for Tots. Toys for
Mhm.
Tots, a great one, right? You get it right. Millions of toys are sent to underprivileged kids all over the world. Okay.
Yeah.
Get it wrong, and millions of toys are sent to the wrong charity. Toys for Thoughts. A thought is a woman who has had many sexual encounters, and boy, they will be receiving millions of toys. So all those toy donations are going to women. What's the word I'm looking
Promiscuous.
for? Promiscuous
Yeah.
women. Okay, so all
What
these kids.
Mrs. Claus attempted to be
Yes.
if I didn't save it.
So will it be Toys for Tots, Mike, or Toys for thoughts. Okay.
Okay.
Name a gift a kid does not want to open on Christmas morning. Name a gift a kid does not want to open on Christmas morning. There were 6 on here. And I will guide you through one if you say it because it did have several similarities.
Okay. Underwear.
Underwear, number 1 answer, 31 people. Mike, ding on the board. On the board.
Socks.
Socks, number 2, 27 people answered socks. You're on a roll.
Okay. Books.
Books, Mike, on the board. 6 people answered books. You need one more to save Toys for Tots and not go to Toys for Tots.
What could be? Pants.
I will take it. It says sweater or clothing. That would be there. Mike, 6 people answer that. You have saved the Toys for Tots charity. No promiscuous women are getting millions of toys donated all throughout the world.
I mean, we could do both.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a giving person.
Yeah. Well, anything to promote segment at the end. Toys for
These
Tots.
poor ladies are sitting around Christmas Day. They need your help.
All right, Mike. Make-A-Wish Foundation. You're familiar, right? Kids who are sick, if you get it right, will be reunited with their idols all over the world. You know, whoever they want to spend maybe their last days, hopefully not, but you know, you get it wrong, Mike. Sick children all over the world who requested their idols will be visited by you on their last days on Earth.
You're welcome.
So the kids who want to see John Cena, they're seeing you walk through the door.
John,
like,
me now.
Here's local podcaster Mike Burlew, guys. Sorry about the stage 4, guys. It's Mike Burlew.
Yeah.
It's Mike Burlew. Mike, here we go. There are 7 things on this board. You need to get 4 of them. Name a Christmas Eve tradition for families. A common Christmas Eve tradition for families.
Cookies for Santa.
Putting cookies out for Santa. Correct. 6 people put that on the board.
Caroling.
Oh, sorry, Mike. Caroling not
Really?
on the board. I mean, maybe 100 years ago that might have been more popular, but I don't know. Maybe people just don't carol anymore. In the latest survey, opening a present was number 1. Opening one present.
Okay.
Dinner at grandma's or dinner I would have taken. Okay. Going to church. Reading a Bible story, 7 people said. Looking at Christmas
More people
lights.
do caroling than writing a Bible story. I call BS on that.
Looking at Christmas lights or watching Christmas movies was the other one, Mike. So unfortunately, these poor kids at Make-A-Wish.
They won.
You're like, I didn't lose. I threw that one.
Hey, kids, you go to heaven, just remember, I'm number 1 draft pick. Remember that. You tell the big guy what I did. Let him know I'm coming.
Mike, we are getting close to the end of your journey here. We're getting close, okay? Watch beeps. Boop, 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 boop. Snow cyclone comes. Boom. Where are you? You feel a little bit of hay poking your back. Holy shit, you're in the manger.
Ooh.
In front of you is baby Jesus, Mike. Baby Jesus. Mike, you look over, you see animals, Mike. Animals. You could pet the donkey.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come here, boy. You probably give him a little voice, And then you look over and you see the 3 wise men. Boop, 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 boop. Your watch goes off. Your watch is going nuts. You read the message. Michael, the stakes are getting bigger and bigger, and you are so close to closing these timelines. Take a look at the 3 wise men closely. They are not here with good intentions. Those gifts they are bringing are actually assassination attempts on sweet baby Jesus.
My God.
You must answer these questions to keep the lore of the gifts brought for Jesus. Otherwise, Jesus, Mike, will be poisoned and Christmas may never happen.
My God, what's wrong with these wise men? Woman's giving birth in a little shack with donkeys and you're trying to kill the baby?
The three secret wise men ready there to poison baby. It's a good plot in a movie. It's a good plot.
It's an excellent movie, but
They
still.
infiltrated the manger, like,
Mhm.
all right. As you know, three gifts were given to Jesus: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Very simply, Mike, you need to spell two out of three of these words correctly to keep Jesus alive. Otherwise, it's over for the big man.
Okay.
Mike, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Which word would you like to spell correctly first?
Gee, I don't know. Maybe gold.
All right, Mike, spell gold, please. Which
Gold. Gold.
that is correct. Gold is a precious metal symbolizing wealth and royalty. The gift of gold to Jesus was interpreted as he was the King of Kings. That's why he got that. Which leads us to our two words that are left, Mike.
Did any of them give
Frankincense.
him silver by any chance?
No, no. While you're pondering, I'll just sum it up for people. Frankincense was a type of resin obtained from trees. It was an incense. It was a perfume. Okay. And myrrh was another resin with a rich, earthy fragrance, often used in perfumes, incense, and embalming ointment. Okay. So it was the gift of myrrh is symbolic of the mortal and sacrificial aspects of Jesus' life, foreshadowing his death. So, Mike, you got two shots to try to get this. You got to get two words spelled correctly. Which one would you like to attempt first?
I guess I'll go with myrrh.
All right. Myrrh.
I'm gonna just say Murr. Myrrh.
Murr. I'm sorry, Mike. That is Myrrh. Myrrh. That word is out. That is an insanely hard word to spell.
Yeah.
All right, Mike. I think you have a chance at frankincense. A chance. If you get frankincense right, baby Jesus lives, inspires Christmas forever. Get frankincense wrong, Jesus never goes on
Uh-huh.
to live.
Yeah, people might want to start getting your Hanukkah candles ready on this one. All right. Frank.
This is really sweet because you have the blur on in your background if people are just listening audio. And it's
Mm,
like blurring out part of your head. So it just looks like your head's popping out of a cloud as you're answering this
yeah.
question.
Okay.
Okay.
Frankincense. Frankense. Frankincense.
Mike, the king is dead.
He had a good run.
You were close. Yeah, he had like a 2024, 2024 year run. That's not bad.
Well, that was after death.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, those were the retro years.
Frankincense, Frankin. And this is where I thought would screw you up. Cense. Cen. So, Mike, that was a big one to lose. Jesus is no more on Christmas. But
For
the only
for
thing
you
you
kids
might,
out there, Jesus was the one that was born on this day for the celebration. Yeah, I just give you a background on that, gentlemen.
yeah. I was gonna say you might have an advantage because no one even thinks about Jesus
Oh
anymore.
yeah.
So, Mike, here we go. The final timeline to close. The snow squall enters as violently as ever. You're seeing lights everywhere. It's so intense that you could barely stand it. Your watch is sounding. This is it. This is it. Beep boop boop bop boop 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 beep beep boop 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 boop. Wish I had sound effects. That'd be cool. At this point, you made your impact on Christmas for better or worse. You've reached the final timeline. You land in a chair. Okay. You hear beep, 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 beep. Okay. Um, you land in a chair. You look up and you see a gaunt, bearded man in a hospital bed with a red blanket on. It's Santa. He looks terrible.
Oh no.
Gone are his rosy cheeks. His beard is unkempt. He's pale. Your watch beeps. Beep, 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 beep. Michael, this is the final one. Somehow, Santa is sick. Very sick. The only hope is for you to save him with a magical elixir. You must mix the ingredients and bring Santa back to life.
Okay.
If you don't, Santa will die, essentially ending Christmas. You must get 3 over under questions right out of 5 for the
Okay.
3 ingredients to save Santa. First ingredient is spruce. Second ingredient is hot chocolate. And the third ingredient is fentanyl.
Mm.
So you need to get these 3 ingredients in order to save Santa Claus.
No
Mike,
eggnog. I'm ashamed.
we it could have been a 10-part over under, but we are 40 minutes into this game. I think we should
May want to continue here.
Mike over under. Here we go. Okay. It's been part of Christmas games in the past. It's been part of some of my extravagant Halloween games. Okay.
Mm.
We are now here. 5 questions. You must get 3 right to obtain the ingredients to save Santa. Okay.
All right.
What is the average lifespan of a reindeer? Okay. The number I'm giving you is 16 years. Over or under?
I'm going to say over.
Mike, you're not getting the spruce on this one.
Oh.
The lifespan of a reindeer is apparently 12 to 15 years.
Oh.
Mike, the beeping on Santa's monitor seems to be getting louder. Boop, boop.
Mm.
Jesus is already dead.
Yeah.
Will Santa go too?
Yeah.
Is Christmas
We gotta go to
officially
Tommy DeVito, kids. That's a third stringer.
is Christmas officially gone? Gone.
Okay.
All right. Focus now. Focus.
All right.
How many total gifts are there in the 12 days of Christmas? Total gifts in the 12 days of Christmas. I'm giving you a number of 66. Think about this question before you give an answer. Think about as the days go on with the gifts.
Mm-hmm.
How many total gifts are in the 12 days of Christmas?
I'm gonna say over.
Mike, over is correct.
Mm.
Over is correct. I think it's 78 is the answer. I had it written down before, but I can't find the paper. 66 was close, but it is over that because you got to remember every day it's not 2. You're getting that 1 every single time. You're getting that 2 every 2 turtle doves every single time. Mike, you've acquired the spruce. You see a glimmer in Santa's eye. You know, he almost looked like his eyes lit up. You know,
Still drooling, still kind of out of it, but
yep.
some signs of life. Gotcha.
Mike, the NCTA, not sure what that stands for, National Committee of something, reports that blank real Christmas trees are sold in the United States each year. Okay. So they're saying this is how many Christmas trees are sold in the United States each year. I'm going to give you the number of 15 million. 15 million Christmas trees sold in the United States. He's taking deep breaths.
Yeah. I'm trying
Mike,
to think this
Mike,
out.
we got to talk through these answers.
Yeah, so my thought, like 50 million seems small, but at the same time, a lot of people got the fake Christmas trees.
Right. So you're saying, what are we, like 330 million population, something like that?
We're like 350 some odd million, but that's not like every household. It's not like a 3-year-old's buying a real tree.
Yeah. I mean, lots to factor in here. Fake trees, people who get multiple trees, people who have, who knows? Who knows? 15 million is the number.
Over.
Mike, the NCTA reports that 34 million real Christmas trees are
Mm.
sold in the United States each year. You are correct.
All
You saw
right.
you saw Santa's finger move.
Mm.
You saw it Twitter. You achieved the hot cocoa. You mixed it with the spruce. There's something coming. Can you get the final ingredient?
Mm.
Fentanyl. Just
I really need a nurse for that, but okay.
nah, it's on the calendar.
Oh, it's just on the shelf? Cool.
All right. How many streams of Bing Crosby's White Christmas have been streamed on Spotify as of this morning? I checked this morning on this number. Okay.
Okay.
I'm giving you the number of 216 million streams. Is it over or under that? Bing Crosby's White Christmas, pretty much known as the best-selling Christmas album of all time.
Yeah. And what's the number again?
216 million.
216 million. That's a lot. But that's streaming. And that's Spotify, you said?
That's on Spotify. Yep.
Like the obvious answer would be over, but I'm so and that's just like plays, right? That's not like
That is
downloads, right?
streaming from Spotify. So it's just, it's in people's Christmas playlists. Think about every person playing like a playlist that has it
Yeah.
on. That would be a stream.
Like if my mom knew the internet, that number would be way over by now.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't say how many streams have happened in Emma
the
Burlow's
Burlew house.
house. Yes. Yeah. 214 million. What the heck? Tough one here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like if I get this wrong, I still got one more after
Got
this.
one more chance. Yep. You got to get 3
Yeah.
out of 5. I like the panic that this
Yeah.
this is where I know the game has gone pretty well, because usually if I can get you to sweat a little bit and get
Yeah.
you to like really close to aka winning or coming close, like I remember that floor game we made a couple episodes a while back where you had to climb. You were shook. You wanted to get to the top of the building so bad. Yep. So, Mike, what do you got?
I am going to say under.
Mike, Bing Crosby's White Christmas has been streamed on Spotify as of this morning 442 million
Jeez.
times. 442 million. It wouldn't be one of these verbal shenanigans games if it didn't come down to
The
the
last
absolute last question to see, does Mike kill Santa, kill
Every year
Jesus,
we ask this.
kill George Bailey? Mike, it's estimated that Americans purchase blank Christmas cards every year. Okay. And that number is 1 billion. It is estimated that Americans purchase 1 billion Christmas cards every year. Is it over or under 1 billion? Santa, his thing is beeping, but there's a little glow about him. One cheek is red, one cheek is dead. You're 2 for 4. You got to get this question right to save Santa Claus.
I have no idea this answer, so sorry, children. My guess is over.
Over. It is estimated that Americans purchase over 1.6 billion Christmas cards every year. Mike, your watch explodes and releases a green, red, and white lights. They emit a glow all over the room. Santa rises from the bed. He shakes your hand and he disappears in a poof of smoke. You can no longer see. Suddenly, you awake in your bed. You're back home. The dogs are running around. Your wife's in the picture, and everything's the same. Was this real? Confused. You see everything back to normal. You wonder if this was a dream, only to look under your bed and see a jingle bell rolling.
Ooh.
The
And the holidays now George miss because that's a dude who got born
end.
after Christ because I killed him by accident.
Now, Mike, let's just review, okay,
Mhm.
the permanent effects you had on Christmas. Okay.
No, all right.
All right. So I want to go through this real quick. You were able to save Rudolph. He's perfectly
Did.
fine. You saved Santa's elves. Okay. The workshop kids are still getting toys. They're happy about it. You saved a Christmas carol. Okay. You saved a Christmas story. It's a Wonderful Life now maybe the saddest movie of all time.
It's a
George
very
Bailey,
ironic that they kept the name, by the way.
George Bailey, yeah.
Oh, this sounds wonderful. It's a wonderful life. What the hell?
George Bailey helping everybody in town, always putting himself first, but then just jumps off a bridge because things didn't go well in his life. Okay, well, that's one permanent damage. Okay,
Mhm.
you saved the Christmas story, as we said. Okay, Mrs. Claus is not a hoe.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
you saved
The middle charity.
yeah, you saved St. Jude's. St. Jude. Oh
No,
no, you did
Toys for
not.
Tots.
You saved Toys for Tots. It's not
Yeah,
going to Ho
Toys for Tots.
and
Yeah.
you saved Santa Claus himself. There is a good chance Christmas is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
However, George Bailey jumps off a bridge. COVID-19 was sent to St. Jude's.
Mm-hmm.
Make a Wish is now just visited by you at the end. And maybe Mike, your biggest loss here. You killed Jesus on Christmas. You killed him on the day he was born. So, Mike, in your opinion, did you save or ruin Christmas?
I mean, like I said, I guess it would have a new name since Christ died the same day. But
Right.
all in all, the structure of it,
Yep.
I think it's pretty good right now.
Mike, I think you did a fantastic job. I think you were like, if you save Jesus somehow, the other things we would get through. Maybe not the COVID-19 thing, but
Yeah.
so listeners, if you're listening to this, comment. Tell us what you think. Did Burlew save Christmas, or did he straight up ruin Christmas forever? So, Mike, that is the Christmas multiverse, a Yuletide multiverse adventure you have been through.